Okay, and welcome back. We are inside the Terra variant. Oh gosh, I'm terrible. What is this thing called? Terra variant 600 Eco. And we'll just take a look around. And oh, this is well modeled. This is a nice looking little outfit here. And let's go ahead and crank it up. oh, what's this? It's got a little buzzing sound going on. Oh, how about that? What do you know about that? So we'll step on outside here because I like to be outside more than anything. Boy, that is a wicked sounding machine. The unfortunate thing about it is it's just not all that versatile. Um, it is now because I added that IT runner attaching hook, so it'll be a little more versatile. But there's not a lot of implements to use. It does have the auger trailer. Yeah, the auger trailer, I think it is. It does have a catch bin for sugar beets. It has an attachment for I'm drawing a blank here. Manure and attachment for slurry, and that's about all. So there's a few mods that you can use for it. It's just unfortunate it's so limited. All right, so let's get started here. We'll turn these off. They're just running back and forth across the road anyways, but that is a pretty wicked little machine. I like it. I like it a lot. Hopefully I can figure out how to make it use it to its full capacity here. So let's hop in a telehandler here, and you can see that the Fent is done over there, planting. So our new fields are done. We need to see what we are doing here. We need, what is this, hay? Oh, I'm too close already. We need 4 of them, so 16,000 liters. We can bring the broom in here a little bit. Our hooks are out. Try and square this up just a little bit better. Okay, good. Let's back up just a hair. Put our forks down. We're going to try and lift straight up and tip back. Back up just a hair so we don't knock off the other stack. Tip it right up. Close our grabbers on there. Pull our boom back. Alright, and it's a little rocky because it's a lot of weight on the end of this thing. Probably just be able to lift this straight out and over. Nope, we will have to stretch the boom and now loosen our hooks and tip it out. And good, all 4 went in there. Excellent, excellent. So we need 8 of these. 8 times 4 is 32. And it's 64,000 liters. So what we do is we put 32,000 of either hay or silage, whatever we happen to have the most of. So that's 4. That'll be 32 right there. That's 8. That's going to be a lot of strain on this telehandler. Let's pull that boom back just a little bit. Get closer to it. That is going to be a lot of strain. I'm not sure it won't tip over. Well, let's try it anyways. Obviously, if you're doing this, in real life, you probably wouldn't want to risk damaging your vehicle. Now, if this was the wheel loader can do this with no problem. It does tip and rock a little bit, but it's a much, much larger vehicle and far stouter than what's got going on here. So it's a bit slow going. I mean, that's kind of the key here. We don't want to tip anything over. All right, there we go. Yeah, now it's got it figured out. So it's 32,000 liters. So what we'll do is, I think I have enough of a bit. Yes, I do. What we're going to do is we're going to just kind of set that. We're going to pull that back, set this up just a hair. Take our securing hooks away. tip this, and what we're going to do is just back out underneath of it. Oop, that did not work like I wanted it to. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So now, let's back up just a hair. Everything else we're going to do over there at that chips and forage silo. So let's take a look here. If you look at the upper left there, you'll see that we actually have total mixed ration at this state right now. Let's take it at the bottom right hand side. You will see the fuel, and then you'll see like a three leaf piece of grass or something like that, and it says 48,000. Well, that symbol right there means that we have total mixed ration. But we do want to add some straw to it, and that'll just kind of even up our numbers a little bit, because you'll see that our hay is 33% and our silage is 66.67%, which is 100%. But we don't want to do that. We want to get all 64,000 liters here, and to do that, we have to add some straw, and that will get us 64,000 liters of TMR instead of just 48,000 liters. So this is just kind of a filler to TMR is the straw. You can get too much straw. You can never get too much hay or silage, but you can get too much straw. I guess that's not true. You can get too much of the other kinds too, but if you get too much straw, it's a mess. Please tell me that I can unload into this. Oh my goodness, I can't. This won't let me unload into here? Oh no! Okay, this is not good here. I thought this silo would let me unload into it, and it won't. It must be the big silo. It must be... Oops, not that one. It must be these big silos. These ones here that would let me... that will unload into this... No, I'm sure. Maybe I need to do... I'm sure I've done this before. This is weird. Because I know I have straw in there. I've got 102,000 liters of straw. I am maybe I haven't. Maybe it's always been a different silo that I've done this. Okay, well, that's not good. That's bad, in fact. I'm wondering if we can maybe do something a little different here. Let me think. Boy, that's big and heavy. Look at that thing rock from the weight of this TMR mixer here. Wow. Let's see here. Let's think about this for a minute. If we need to get a bucket. So back to the shop. Well, this sucks. I did not plan well for this. Sorry about that. I thought I could do this. I could have sworn I did it before, but I guess I didn't. So back to the shop. We need to get a bucket for this. Actually, wait a minute. That's not true. That's not true. We don't need a bucket right now. What we need is to fill this trailer up with straw and dump it right here on the ground. And then we can attach our snowblower and we'll attach that snowblower to one end of the fence and the TMR thing to the other end, and then that'll just spray the straw right into the TMR mixer. Yeah. Okay, we got to figure it out without having to race over the shop. I will have to figure out what's going on next time. I was certain that I had done this, but clearly I haven't. That's okay. We'll get like 2 loads out of this here, I think. We want straw. Here it is. Now, while that's filling, let's go to the vent here. I'm going to go ahead and go by way of the highway. The reason I'm going to use the fence is because we're supposed to have a 200 and, what is it, 20 or 240 horsepower tractor for that big TMR mixer. You can probably do it with the Valtra, but I think you're really pushing it. Although you're not going to be driving very far. All we're going to do is fill that up. The first load we'll take down and fill in the trough in the cow feeding area, and then everything else we're just going to loop around and dump it right back into that silo. Boy, that's awful. I could have sworn. I'll have to look. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I've never been able to, or maybe I'm just something. Maybe something's really screwy with the Homer. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. You can always try. You can always just hook the vent up to it and see what happens. We'll try that really quick before we. Well, no, we don't have to do that. We'll just cruise over here. I'll be sure to come to stop first and hook up the snowblower, the modification there. That way, if it doesn't work, we're already set to go. We'll just have to dump that straw somewhere close by. We can just dump it right over here in the middle of this concrete area where we look out for the rock. Okay, so we got a lot of jostling around to do here. We're gonna have to move this right now. Move this out of the way. We won't dump this straw out just yet. We could just dump it right here in this field. We may just do that. We'll just unload anywhere right here in this field. But before we do that, let's unhook that. Boy, I like the way that fires up. And the little buzzing, I'm not sure what that is, but boy, I like that. Let's see here. This will be a lot. This will be a heavy load for this tractor. Could do it with the semi. Let's see here. I wonder. Yeah, it doesn't have a fill option. Huh. Well, that stinks. That's right. We got this. No problem. We got this. Oops. We need to get far enough away here. Now what we'll have to do is we'll just tip all the straw out, unload here. Oh geez. So what we want to do is tip side to back. We're gonna get most of this straw, so it looks like a big pile for now, but it'll be alright. We'll get rid of it shortly. What is a big pile? It's 31,500 liters, so that's a big pile. Turn that off and get far enough away so that auger pipe doesn't try and send it back. Oh, geez, what a rough road. Wow, look out. The way to tear up the vehicle. Well, that's not a good idea there. Bad plan. Now, hopefully, we might have to come around the other way so the pipe actually. Oh, the struggle is real here. Well, let's try it. Oh. Nope, we just shot it over there. It's not even going to recognize this thing either. Okay, none of this is working out right now. Dang. Alright, well, it's a good thing we have a little more time here than I planned on. We're going to have to get a bucket. There's no way around it. Actually, let's see. Can we pick it up with... We want this... that'll do straw. I'm wondering, that's 35, this is 4,500. Let's get this one here. Let's see what it does. Okay, so we're going to run over there with our telehandler anyway, as much as I didn't want to. And now we have a bunch of straw just laying on the ground over there. What a mess. What an absolute mess. Not work out as well as we hoped. We'll go inside here. It's a kind of a weird thing with the articulated um, telehandler and the articulated wheel loader. It's a little weird how the whole machine moves and not just the tires. The other telehandlers are four-wheel steering. So, and then they have a little bitty, kind of a miniaturized version of this in the front loader section. And it's called a Kramer. And it's not too terrible. I didn't like it. I didn't like the lack of power that it had. It's a little bit loud out there. Just turn it off. So let's get this bucket over here. Now, what would be strange is you could probably fill the bucket right up from this silo. What a thing, because it's a fill trigger. So anywhere you would have the ability to fill your bucket, you should be able to just trigger it. I don't know if it works like that exactly, because I don't think I've ever tried it. I do like the fill trigger bucket for seeds and fertilizer, because you can just go up to the bag and hit fill, and it fills your bucket up. And we'll see, this machine has a lot of bounce to it, unlike the other telehandlers, so we'll see how long I have to keep it. Probably still end up getting a wheel loader anyways. I typically run a wheel loader for the big stuff and just a bobcat or a skid steer for the small stuff. So, let's go and experiment real quick. Let's see if we can't trigger this bucket to fill with straw. Do I get a fill option? Oops. No, I don't. Are we under the bucket? No, we're under there. We don't get the fill option, so we can't do that here. All right. Well, you never know. Might as well give it a go, right? Well, we'll just fill this up with straw. I don't think it's all the way full. Oh yeah, it is. It never goes to total full or anything like that. We're gonna have to raise the boom, and then tip this. Oh, a little too close. Tip this out. There we go. And eventually it'll change to a little darker, a different color here when we get enough straw in. Should change to a different color. We'll definitely have to find a better way to do this. I don't like the fact that I can't fill this up straight from the silo. So we may end up doing is just getting a big silo and then just getting rid of that one. We won't need it anymore. We'll probably have to get a big silo anyway for all the root crops that we have. Oops, a little dragging along the ground there. Way to go there. So we can store a lot of root crops, because we're going to have a lot of root crops. You get a huge harvest of root crops, potatoes and sugar beets. You get a lot of sugar beets per harvest, and you probably get about 80% of that with potatoes. That's close. Let's jump out here and see where we're at in the fence here. Oops, that's not the fence. Oh yeah, it is. Just a little bit more, so we're about 2,500 liters off from being full up. the game won't let you overfill it, so we can just scoop up the whole bucket. There we go. And that's it for the first load. Let's bring the boom down and lower the, oops, boom down, lower the arm. And let's get out of here real quick. And now, the real challenge is to see if we can't get this thing over to the cows. She's not doing too bad. She's not doing bad at all. This Fent is a monster of a machine. Not doing too bad at all. I think the only that's got collision on it. No, it doesn't. Well, you have to get the right angle in here, or you can't tip it. Let's see if we can. And there she goes. Excellent. So when we go over to the cows here, and this takes a lot, you can see that it's filling up our slots. This may fill it all the way up. Yeah, it's going to. There we go. And that's it. So we need grass, and so I used almost half of it, and that's for no cows. As soon as we get more as soon as we start getting cows, we'll just have to add more and more. What we'll do is we'll end up dumping in some silage bales where I said hay or silage, and then we don't ever have to worry about them being out of sync. So now what we'll do is we'll just take this over here, and we will just dump it back in the silo, and then we can just use a regular trailer to fill that up whenever we need to. Alright, so that is TMR number 1, and that's all the time I have. I'm going to keep working on this and make as much TMR as I can. I've got to hold some straw back, because as soon as we start adding cows, we're going to need some straw for their bedding. And so let's see, we have 71,000. Probably one more trailer full of straw is all I'll go with, and then we'll hold the rest of it back for when we get some more cows. Anyway, so I say thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.